MTT5 is all about rests. So what is a rest? It says here, each silence within a piece of music lasts for a certain length of time and is called a rest. So we've looked at notes and how long they last. Now we're looking at rests, and rests create silence. Musicians measure rests by feeling the number of silent regular beats, just the same as notes. The beat used to measure rests in grade 1 is the crotchet, so just the same. So just as we had a semi-breve note, and I wonder if I can find that from last week, here we go. So we had a semi-breve note, there's also a semi-breve rest. So a semi-breve rest looks like this. It's a little rectangle that hangs from the fourth line up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So it's heavy because it's 4 beats, it's heavy and it's hanging down from that fourth line. And then we've got a minim rest, which is just looking very similar to that, but it's not as heavy as that. So it's only 2 beats and it's sitting on the middle line. Then we've got crotchet rests. Now these are strange and it's hard to draw these. The way you do it, best way, start from the top, come diagonally down and right, come down to the left, down, and a little curved bit at the bottom. I think they're going to teach you to do those anyway, so I didn't need to do that. Anyway, so these are worth 1 because crotchets are worth 1. All right, and then a dot after a rest means that half its value again is added to its length, just like adding a dot to a note. But for a rest, lasting for 3 beats, you write like that. Oh, sorry, you write it like this. So you don't need to do a dot. You actually write a 2-beat rest followed by a 1-beat rest. Okay, so you don't do a dotted minim rest. When you first see minim and semi-breve rests, they look rather similar. Think semi-breve submarine, and you will remember that the semi-breve hangs down from the line. Maybe that's one way of doing it. I think of it as that's heavy and that's not as heavy. Anyway, whatever. You find your own way. Question 1. Write over the dotted lines to make crotchet rests. Okay, so you start from the top and come down to then the left, then right, and circle. All right. Next, so you do all of those, obviously. Match the following rests to the names that correctly describe their length. So I'll let you do that. You match them up. Where are they? So it's really, is that a minim rest or a semi-breve rest? So you've got to remember. And then the same thing here with notes. Match the length of the following note value to the rest. So we've got a semi-breve, which asks 4. Where's the semi-breve rest? Where is it? You find it. Dotted, minim, what does that match up with? And crotchet. And add the total number of crotchet beats in these note values and rests. So just like we've done before, but we're adding rests as well. So I'll do 1 for you. That's a crotchet, which is worth 1, plus another crotchet, 1, plus, what's that? Is that a minim rest or a semi-breve rest? Well, it's sitting on the line, so it's a lighter one. It's a minim rest, which is worth 2. So that equals 4 crotchet beats. If I can read, right, there we go. All right, so that's that. I'll leave you to finish that. That is MTT5.